All right, so I got here. Someone asked, what would you say you get your drive from? Or who would you say you get your drive from?
That's a good one. Wow. Well, definitely know who. I'm too selfish for that.
How does he do it?
What? Probably pain, right? They say pain is a incredible motivator, right? Yeah, just I guess two things. One, just the pain of not being able to have something that you might want, or like I didn't, my family's pretty frugal, not poor or nothing like that, just frugal. So no designer anything, that kind of thing. I didn't really start getting anything super nice until I got a job as a teenager. So I guess I learned some work ethic. But really, pain meaning the pain that you kind of feel inside if you feel like you want something out of life, or you're yearning for something, or you have a dream, or you feel like you aspire for something. Yeah, so for me, I don't know why it was that way, but I always wanted nice things, and I don't know why. I don't know where it came from, but and I'm not like a materialistic person either, but I just always wanted what I wanted. So if I did see, nice cars or anything nice, or a boat, I like yachts, I like boats, I like horses. So these are things that I still aspire to get. I don't know. I'm a competitor. Always just had high expectations of myself. So any moment that I wasn't living, I guess, to my capacity was painful.
Right. So would it be something like you have a set of goals, or a set of standards that you want to live by, or because success and having things that all looks different for everybody. So not being materialistic, we do hear the material things, cars, boats, things like that. So it sounds like those are kind of like the rewards of
you know what it is. Yeah. If I have to, because I'm thinking on the fly, and I think what it is for me is I want to be free, and that's what motivates me the most. Meaning, jobs didn't work for me because I felt trapped. I felt, I'm stuck in this place for 8 hours. I'm not in control of myself, which is probably why I didn't like school too much. I always just felt claustrophobic when it comes to like my time and my freedom. And I guess I realized that in order for me to be free or stay free, I gotta hit it hard, because that's the most important thing to me, is my freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want, that kind of thing. So the sacrifice to keep the freedom is really the hard work and the grind, because to me that's the worst pain, ever, is to not feel free. So yeah, that's kind of trying to think. I really don't have any like, oh, I want to change the world, or I do want to change the world, or I don't have this. Oh, this is for my kids, or this is for the brothers who ain't here. I don't have that. That's why I laugh and say, I'm kind of selfish, but.
Well, elaborate on what selfish means, because we do hear selfish. It's a word we've all heard before in different contexts, and it means something different to everybody. But
So myself is
selfish.
I say it.
Sound selfish.
I say it jokingly, but what I mean by that is, I think everybody should have a healthy sense of selfishness, right?
Yeah.
like I'm like, one of the industries that I'm in is in real estate, and it could be very demanding. And when I got my team with me, and it could be a client that's you were late on the project, or somebody calls out, and it could be stressful. You behind on budgets and so on and so forth. And my guys are like, oh man, and I tell them like, you don't gotta care that much. Like, I don't believe in allowing the circumstance to now ruin my day. So I just push it. I don't care about him. And that's what I mean by selfish, because I have to kind of protect my own peace, my own...
It's like a level of self-control.
Yeah, so that's my selfish part, because, most people is only concerned with themselves and their own problems, and that's fine. And, you got to have a healthy sense of selfishness to protect your peace, a healthy sense of selfishness to strive for your own goals and your dreams, and put yourself first. Treat yourself, and you just gotta take care of yourself, and that's what I mean by selfish. Sometimes I don't really have this external motivator. It's really me trying to get out of my own pain, which would be not achieving certain things or not enjoying my life. I don't want to leave this earth and I didn't have fun, I didn't enjoy, I didn't add value, I didn't do anything. Like, that would make me miserable. Or if I felt trapped or enslaved, through my whole life, whether it's a job or a circumstance or a situation or, geographical. I don't want to be trapped. So whenever I feel trapped, that's what motivates me to kind of get up and get at it, so I can keep my freedom.
That is pretty, it's different. We weren't looking for that answer, were we? But it's your
true.
answer.
It's
right,
true. Like,
right.
I want to be
but
free.
It's another perspective.
I want to, and maybe people watching it like, yo, you know what? I want to be free. I don't want, this monkey on my back or this or that and the third. And, you might feel like you got to do something. Oh, I have to. It's my responsibility for somebody else. And, you're responsible for you, right? And they're responsible for them. And sometimes you just got to cut that and do you. That's my philosophy. You may not agree, but I'm selfish sometimes. I'm selfish.
We're going to leave this question right here.
Hey, sometimes you should be too, for your own peace, your own sanity, your own health. You got to do you sometimes. And, that's what it is.
That's what it is. Thanks, Tom. Thanks for teaching us
how to be selfish. Yeah, sometimes it's what you gotta do.
Sometimes it's what you got to do. Well, thank you for answering this question and enlightening us on some of your philosophies. Because again, that is what has made you
that's what works for me.
The man that you are today.
My therapist say I go into a shell like a little turtle. Maybe she's right.
On another note, we will elaborate on the turtle and the shell in another episode. So keep bringing those questions. Keep checking in.
Listen, do you. Sometimes you gotta do you. You got something you want to do in life. You don't want to get to the end of your life and you didn't do none of it because well Bobby or Sam or Bertha or whoever, you didn't achieve what you wanted to do because of somebody else. Like, they teach you in church that, you got to account for, what did you do with the life God gave you, or what did you do, with the time you had on this earth. What are you going to say? I didn't do it because of somebody else.
Don't say that.
You gotta know what you're here to do and make it happen by any means necessary. That's just the level of commitment it takes.
This guy.